What's up, you guys? I am not sure if I'm doing this correctly. Um, I'm trying this Ecamm. Oh, oh, look at the latency. That's not good. Uh-oh. I'm getting scared, you guys. Let's see. What's up? What's up? I think my 4K camera cannot handle the show. Okay, let me switch. Okay, this is looking better. I am so sorry. I apologize. All right. Switch it up, right? So, okay, I am live, so this is good. I don't know if my camera is a little wonky. I'm trying something new here. I'm trying a new platform, Ecamm. I usually use StreamYard. So, um, just getting back to the topic, I was scrolling through. Uh-oh, now my camera's acting up. Oh, man. I was scrolling through YouTube, and there's this young lady on TikTok called her little show is called Cooking with Kaya. Okay, and she's a young lady. I probably would say early 20s, and she's a nice slender young woman. She cooks. Her food looks really good. I haven't had a chance to look through all her content, but it seems like this young lady is sparking up, a little controversy because, from what I saw, is that she shows her food, she does a little dance, and she kind of twerking a little bit. Now, I can see where people or women, well, mainly women, can get upset with the twerking. Like, girl, okay, you didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? But only because a lot of women are upset. She may be young and attractive, and also the men, their guys, are looking at her and not missing an episode. So I think there's just certain things, like, I don't mind that you look cute, and you're cooking in the clothes that you like in your home. I mean, that's your home. But sometimes just certain body movements, we've already got a bad notion anyway that we just twerk to anything. But it's nice to see on the positive side that a young lady um, is cooking, is sharing her recipes, is cooking from scratch. Um, I'm even interested, like, just seeing how she's building the recipe, from what she's using, labeling everything. And I'm like, well, okay, let me see what she's doing. So, like, I'm gonna learn. I'm taking notes too, and learning how she's doing her content. So I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. I like how she's making a video, right? So, cooking with Kaya. This is the young lady. Okay, I believe this is how you pronounce it on on her what do you call it, on her page on TikTok. And you can see she's a young lady. She's very slender, cute. The food looks good. Okay, let me take that off because it looks like my screen is acting up for some reason. Maybe that was, let me put it back. Let me put it back. Let me put Kaya back up. Okay, that was my screen. So this is the young lady. This is Cooking with Kaya. You see, she looks very young, attractive. She's really slender. But when I looked at her food, I was like, wow, this just looks so tasty. And so, from what I'm hearing from women, oh, you don't have to do all that. It don't take all that. It's not that simple with men. But I'm as I'm looking through YouTube, the guys are like, "Wow, we're finally. This is what we want to see." And I can imagine, after hearing all the gender wars and I don't need a man, and the women are big, or all the, and then we had the election, like this, all this stuff buzzing around our community. The men are like, okay, they're just being simple with it. We like women that cook, look good, and keep it for me, you know? And I don't see nothing wrong with that. If the consumers are saying, these are the things we like, you know, it shouldn't be a problem to be like, okay, if I want to be a wife, or if I want to show these attributes of a wife, why not get cute? I mean, it's a win-win. I'm winning because I'm looking good, and you're winning because you choosing me to be on your arm because you like, what I have to offer. You like that I cook. You like my personality. You like my smile. You know what I'm saying? So it's really not that big of a deal. It only offends you when you can't, or you're not achieving those results. Like even me, like I can look and scroll all day and look at certain bodybuilders. I can look at certain people that are in the gym because they're toned. Well, looking is not going to change anything on me. Actually, I got to get in and do the work. I got to show up. I got to show up for myself so I can get the results that I'm looking at, that I'm admiring. And there's nothing wrong with that. Self improvement is always a good thing. We should always strive to be the best for ourselves, you know? And I think we don't focus on that enough. And then we just focus on hating on the people that are doing it, hating on the people that can accomplish it, when you can put all that energy into you. And that's where we get it twisted. That's the disconnect. We don't have to fight. Everybody is unique. We don't have to hate on one another. Everybody is somebody. And if you're looking at yourself through the eyes of God, you know you were fearfully and wonderfully made. So why can't you achieve the same results as Shorty? Shorty ain't me, I ain't Shorty. Okay? She may be young and hot, that's cool. I may be old and hot, that's cool too, because her guy ain't my guy and my guy ain't her guy. Okay, she's still young and she should attract a nice young man so that they can come together and live a beautiful life. And he should be able to enjoy a beautiful young wife that looks nice, that knows how to cook, and can feed him, his family. That's just the basics of life, of your needs. We don't need this lifestyle that we're trying to curate. If you develop and are blessed to do things as a lifestyle, God bless you. But if you never get those things, if things change, if life does a switcheroo and pivots, if you never accomplish those things, or you fall short, and you miss the opportunity, you still can get up. You can still be your best self and just be content where you are. And ask God to give you a blessing to, achieve those things. You know what I'm saying? But to covet, to hate on other people, to like tear people down just because you can achieve certain things, that's not cool. That really isn't. I never like haters. But it does expose where your mindset is. It does expose where your heart is. But I'm mature enough to say, like, you know what? I ain't better than you. I say you can do what I do. I ain't you, you ain't me. But only thing that matters is results. So logically, if we're both doing the same thing, we should logically yield the same results. But you're going to receive the results in your way, and I'm going to receive the results in my way. So if I'm getting fit, if I'm becoming friendly, if I'm putting some more recipes in my recipe book, aren't we not achieving the same results? Or like, I don't get it. I just think that we just throw so much corruption into dating and femininity, content creation, how to manipulate to achieve results instead of actually doing it. Like, there's no shortcuts in life. You may be able to get a shortcut. There's some people that have the shortcuts, but I'm gonna tell you, in the long run, it caught up with their behind. You can get in the gym, build your butt up, all your glutes and everything get toned, instead of going the shortcut way, get everything sucked out, get a BBL, and now 10, 20 years later, you looking crazy. Now you got to go back under the knife again. Don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Life is not easy. You know, there's some people that got some special talents and they blessed. Hallelujah. Thank you, God. But for the people that don't have it, you do got to put a little bit of elbow grease and, you know, hard work to get the results you want, or things you want to achieve. Like, you do got to put in a little bit of hard work. And that's just normal. That's just to be expected. You know, it's little actions over time that achieve a big result. You know, and you don't just go in the gym lifting 500 pounds. No, you got to build up to that. You know what I'm saying? So all the women, just going back to this young lady, she's just making content of what she enjoys doing, and so happens at the same time she's attractive, you know, and the guys are like, woohoo. And the young men of today, I feel bad for them because they're losing hope on, you know, is there any feminine women in my age group, or is there any feminine women around? And I can understand that today's society is kind of, you know, revealing, and I mean, she is revealing, but I would say keep that at home for your man. That's just my suggestion. She may be single, but I mean, if you're dressing for, if you're doing it for the eyes, you're gonna get the eyes. You know what I'm saying? If you're focusing on the cooking, we looking at the meal, and you know what I'm saying? You both the meal, right? You're both the snack. But you know, all that should be for your husband, ideally. You know, and ladies, you know, if you've been, you know, slacking, you know, I've done it too. So I ain't saying nothing to you that I haven't done or that I haven't addressed myself. If you know you're not, you know, feeding your guy or doing the things that are nurturing, you should really, you know, do some introspection and say, you know, I do need to get in the kitchen. Or, honey, what would you like me to do more around here? If I feel that I'm not, what is there anything, there's nothing wrong with asking a question. He'll say, oh, you're fine, or, you know, I haven't been cooking too much, or, you know, you used to do this and that, and, you know, don't, you know, take offense, you know, because we all can, like I said, self-improve on so many levels. If you're with this person for years on end, you know, it's going to have highs and have lows. It's, you know, keeping that dating, keeping that spark, you know, takes effort, you know, and keeping it exciting, you know, so that his eyes are for you. Yes, people are going to look to the side, but his eyes and his heart is going to be for you, you know. And I don't think we should, you know, hate on this young lady. She's young, you know, and she probably needs to, you know, talk to somebody like me. Be like, okay, you know, baby girl, you know, you maybe put on your apron or put on your dress or something like that, you know. But, you know, that's her and how she's doing her content. That's just my modest opinion for her. But she's a very attractive young lady. And, you know, it inspires me. You know, when I cook, I post it in my stories. I post it on Instagram. And you know what? People say, hey, can I have some? So people are hungry. Okay. They like food that looks good. And if the person looks good, they're gonna, you know, have eyes on them. So don't take offense. You know, get in that kitchen, smack on that apron, and try. This past Thanksgiving, I always ate other people's peach cobblers, right? But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna push myself to learn how to make peach cobbler. And so Okay, the first the first my test run. I like to do test runs. Okay, the first one it was kind of like ooh like a brownie. I was like, this is not right, you know. Uh, and then I had my family taste it. They was like, it's okay, you know. They ate it, but I knew it wasn't right. So when just doing my test run, I knew that I had to fix it. I know I had to get it on point. I am so sorry if I am missing the comments. I am trying this um, Ecamm. I just pulled it up. A lot of people said, "Hey, hey, lady, hey," just a little wonky. Yes, at the Y school. Hey, how you doing, Complex? I love you. Highway Skinny. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I seen the homegirls. Some folks gonna need to step up their game. Cause they men be looking. Yep. Ooh, it's bad. But you know, I know men look. Um, I accept that. You know, like I ain't everyone isn't a 10 or a 9, but there's some people that are exceptionally gorgeous. And I even look at people like, wow, that don't mean I'm a being, but they, are nice, attractive looking. I sent it to my boyfriend. I'm trying to see what he want for dinner. That's funny. All right, shining light. See, that's cool. So she's using that to see, look at that. That's awesome. She didn't get mad. You join the game. You join the club. Okay, let me use it to my advantage. Okay, let me see what my man wants to eat. Okay, so now I'm set up. Okay, cool. He like this. He like that. Kaya is exactly what us men want. And like, she's bubbly, young. Okay, I can't be young, but I can be bubbly. All right. Fun, sensual. Yeah, we can do all those. We can just X the young. Put yourself in the appropriate age bracket, and seems to love men and catering to us. She's popular because she's the fantasy of most men wish they had but don't. Okay, see, now don't get down with that. That maybe that could be a reality, but this is why she's out here. See, now we need to use this as an inspiration. My problem back in the day, right? I used to be at work. Um, Cooking is a basic function of life. Not sure how it become a gender war wedge issue. Black folks, yeah, black folks, we be doing so much. We be doing the most, right? Thank you, guys. See, I thank you for the comments, and so don't get yourself down, Mr. Joseph. Okay, it's it's a beautiful thing when we get a reminder. So I see Kaya as a reminder to be bubbly, to be fun, to be sensual, to cook, to not to forget about your guy, you know. And usually when you're like this, you're happy with yourself. You've done some work, you've cleared out some things, you don't think in a negative way, or you know, that's just how it's going to be. And I learned this from working at a hospital. So a lot of a talk going around that, oh, men like women of other cultures. Well, okay, I compared myself to a Dominican woman, to Filipino women, right? So these are my colleagues, and maybe I'm older than them, okay, but I was like, oh, let me put on my thinking cap, and it was not a hating issue. Like, these were my girls, and when I stepped up, they were looking at me like, oh, Stephanie, hey, can you tell me how to do this? That's cool. See, it wasn't no competition. I just observed, and like, wow, I really admire how they ask their men for help. Something as simple as that. Can you help me? And they will move just like that. And I was like, what the heck? And I'd be working like a mule all night, trying to get work done, and I would need help, but nobody would help me. You know why? Because I was trying to be everywhere and show that, yeah, I can do this. But on the back end, I was getting burnt out. And I'm like, and I look up and then I just see, these young ladies getting help. I said, I'm going to start asking for help too. And that was it. It wasn't, oh, she thinks she this or that or whatever. No, 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 no. See how it can go left and how it can go negative very quickly. It don't even need to be that. All you got to do is just mimic the behavior. That's all it is. The list was fun, bubbly, sensual. Mimic the behavior. Explore those parts of you. A lot of women in church, I feel that they're afraid to be, sexual or sensual. But we're the one that's supposed to be going crazy. That's why they all say, "Oh, the pastor's daughters are freaks." I'm a pastor's daughter, okay? So be quiet. But yeah, that's when we should go crazy, because we know that it's undefiled, and when we get married, that's when we're supposed to go crazy, go ham, right? Go ham. But yet, putting dudes in sexless marriage, like, didn't God say you ain't supposed to be doing that? Okay, like, change your behavior, chick. So it's not a matter of, oh, she's doing this. No, it's a behavior thing. And so I believe that, like I said, doing the work, changing your behaviors will yield you the results. You know what I'm saying? Everybody perfect? No, absolutely not. But to really fight for your relationships and put the work in for your marriage does take elbow grease. There are women out here lining up to take your man, for real, and they don't care. And they're ruthless. They're ruthless. I mean, you can't control a man and what he's going to do, but I'm not going to let it go that easy. I think I was guilty of that with my ex-husband, right? He was like, "Oh, these ladies at my job, such and such." I said, "Put them in their place. You know what to do. You know you're married." No, I should have rolled up there, surprise them for lunch, or say, "Hey, I'm taking you out for lunch," and then scope out all the chicks. That would have been much better. So now I know that I gotta fight. I know that I gotta make an appearance. I know that I gotta say, "This is my husband." Watch out, heifers. For real. For real. So I would never let that happen again. Ever. I have fight. I have more fight. I learned how to speak up more. What up? Hey. And you have to fight for what's yours. The world is so crazy cold. They don't care. People don't care. They don't. They don't care. So don't be, so offensive with a person putting some grilled chicken on a plate. Really. Putting some mac and cheese on a plate. Smiling. That's crazy. You can do the exact same thing. And really do it because you love yourself. And you love that man. You love your husband. It's really that simple, ladies. And we don't have to be difficult and guarded as we are. We don't have to hate on other people as much as we do. Going back to how I was working with Dominican and a Filipino, she, I just observe and I would hear what she would say. She said, I can't wait to go home. I can't wait to cook for my guys. So she, was married and she had a little boy. She said, I can't wait. She said she couldn't wait. I thought that was such a beautiful thing. That already ahead of time, she's thinking of home, of servicing, of duty. And that's that's a matter of a heart. That's love. That's something that you should have. Not, this fake high value thing and transaction. No, no, no. Come on. Come on. Come on, guys. We can do better than that. And I would just sit and just be simple and just be a student. Just be a student of the behavior and the thought process of just different cultures. So just be a student. And when her husband got a job offer to go to Florida, you know what? There was no opposition. It was like, oh, we packing up. And I said, oh, she said, you know what? She said, wherever my husband go, I'm going. Easy like that. And I told her from my lips, I said, I admire you. I said, you're teaching me something. No hate. Her husband is a black man. Ain't no hate. This is my college course right here. So some of the things that I do present is what I observed, or that I talk about. I observed that this is achievable, and us as black women, we don't have to be oppressed, or we don't have to be strong all the time. We don't have to do it all the time. You know, there's somebody that, a good man. Now I wouldn't say no bad man that's gonna drag you like Pookie and Ray. You know what I'm saying? That just be no there are good men out there, for real, for real, for real, for real, really, and they deserve to be loved and cared for and treated too. And why not you? Why not you do that for them, so that they can provide for you and love you too? And just become a better woman. It's so simple. But also, having God and therapy. Okay, we ain't gonna forget all that, but I'm saying the behaviors are very simple in nature. And if the behaviors are very simple, it shouldn't match with the men that said their needs are very simple. And from multiple conversations, their needs are just generally simple. I don't know. I just hope that we use Cooking with Kaya as a reminder, not a chance to slander, but a reminder to enjoy, embrace your femininity, and getting in the kitchen and providing healthy nutrition for your husband, your children, yourself. Using it as an opportunity that you have the ability to move around. Some people don't have the ability. Some people have to be fed through feeding tubes. Why can't we think about how we can utilize this to be like, oh my God, this is awesome, when people can't even move in a bed and have to be fed? You're sick. We don't have to keep being negative. I've used it as positive. I'm thinking, what am I going to cook tonight? See? I'm happy. This is good. And my kids are going to tell me how good of a job I did or not. I asked them to give me ratings, and so I'm like, man, I could have did that a little bit better. That was too much salt. And do better, and just find joy. And I tell my daughter, I grab her and put her in the kitchen with me, and I'm like, I know you may be hardworking one or day and you're tired because she's in school, but use this opportunity to really love your family. If you're not feeling it, make it fancy, make it nice on the plate, do it something fancy. I try to be positive to her about the outlook and surrounding family and feeding your family and cooking, like to have a positive mindset about it, not it being like a chore, but it not being a problem. Like, okay, I love this thing, or I am, feeding the people I love. So we really have to be careful what we say around, our femininity, what we say around our children, how we act around our husbands and things like that, because they can pick up your body language, all the infamous neck. Like, we gotta chill with a lot of that. And if we multiply this within ourselves, just being happy, I think we can yield more results in the Black community, because we need each other now more than ever. Please, ladies, use it as an inspiration. I'm begging you. You don't have to follow Cooking with Kaya, for inspiration. There's lots of channels out here with food, but serve the food. Be cheerful. I'm a Christian, and one thing, what I love is that God, He's going to hold you accountable. We don't want to be held accountable. See, that's a problem, right? But God will. Even He said, when you're giving, your offerings or money to the church, He said He likes a cheerful giver. Even God likes somebody that's cheerful and happy to do it, because it shows your love and intention behind it. I love what I'm giving to, or I love this organization, or I love that I'm giving to God so that His house, the lights can stay on. God can pick that up. If He can pick it up, what do you think your man is picking up when you're not being cheerful in the home? I have to go into this most definitely, because I seen a psychologist. She was saying just fighting with your spouse causes inflammation. That's crazy, right? And you wonder why people just like, I gotta sit in the car about 15-20 minutes before I go in the house. Because they're walking into inflammation. Like, you have been given an awesome superpower or tool by God to set the tone of your house. Either it's going to be in chaos, inflammation, anger, resentment, or it's going to be peace, happiness, hugs, smiles, appreciation. One is going to be more reciprocal than the other. That's all I'm saying. And everything isn't for us to be jumping down the throats of young women that just want to cook and have fun. You can do the same thing. Shout out to Cooking with Kaya, sending us a reminder to be, as healthy as we can be, as happy as we can be, to enjoy cooking, the joy of cooking, and even content creation, and, sharing what we love to do, where our passion is. So revive that passion. Be cute, be nice, slap on that apron, try something new today, and that's all I want to encourage you to do. Those that showed up, that gave me some likes, I really appreciate that, and try to, bring more content about, what's current, and bettering our femininity along the way. So hopefully this is an uptrend. More women will be inspired to get in that kitchen and improve their femininity. And I love you guys. Please, please, please have a blessed day. Hopefully I can get back on this internet and bring you some more content. I love you. I love you. I love you. And have a great day. If it doesn't log off right away, I'm using a new system, Ecamm. So thank you for spending time with me. Press the like, share the live, share this with some people that may need it. I really appreciate it. You guys for rocking with me. And big kisses and hugs. Okay? Love you. Bye.